Hello, friends. Welcome to Friday. It's Friday. Hi, Wisty is here. Skit is here. Hello, Sarah's here. Annette, Evan. Hi. Evan said hi out loud. I think a lot of people do that. Jay Michaela is here. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Noza is here. BB Hermit and Trace and Wisty and Forsaken Fallen. Drayton is here. Hello. Cassandra. Other Sarah. There's like 3 Sarahs here already. Charlie is here. Takara, hello. Gemma is here. Mike is here. Mike, hi. How are you doing? I've been thinking about you a lot, and I don't know. I hope you're okay. I know that life is about to change hugely, and that is not always fun. So hi. Hi, Salima is here. Hello. Yeah, this week was a lot. Yes, yes. Oh, hey, Alex is here. Hello. It looks like Facebook is working this week. And I'm happy about that. So those of you who are on Facebook, hi. Facebook wasn't working last week. Streaming was just an issue. Allie is here. Hello, Allie. Hi. Take a deep breath. We're here. It's Friday. It's not the weekend for everyone necessarily. I've got some stuff to do this weekend. I've got a lot of work to do that I signed myself up for, and I'm kind of regretting / wow, am I regretting it? Thank you, Midori. But it's a beautiful day, and I've got the windows open, and I'm just gonna work through tomorrow's work and get it done. And Skit is living their best life, says, I have a kitten trying to eat my fingers, which I love. Hey, Naked Acres is here. Hey, I want to say in person, but like in person. Hi, congrats on launching your book. I'm so excited for you. Drayton, I feel like for you, slacking, what is slacking for you? Because I feel like Drayton's like normal Friday night is like, I'm gonna write a book and a half. And so I'm wondering what slacking is. Oh, Mike says, thank you. I'm hanging in, been exhausted these past 2 weeks, right? Between building the GP duplex and a big inspection we had this past week. Well, I'm glad you're here. I hope that you are also finding time to take care of yourself and to rest. I saw over on Discord that you're maybe even doing a little bit of writing, which is good. So yeah. Hey, Laura. Hey, Anne. Oh, Laura's gone all the way around from like Friday to like looping to thinking today's Monday. Well, you're gonna have a very pleasant surprise tomorrow when you realize that it's Saturday tomorrow. You're gonna go straight from Monday to Saturday, which is the best. So, oh, Drayton says I should be writing, but I haven't all day. I have to figure out the way to plug holes in my novel, but I'm too lazy to do it at the moment. Is it lazy, or is it just you need a break? Okay, on this very appropriate note, I think I just checked out a new book from the library, and I have to show it to you. Yeah, Takara says this week is good, but it was a lot. I'm waiting for the first copy of my book. Good. Oh, I hope. Oh, I'm excited for you, Takara. I'm assuming it's a print one, like, so you get to like open it and like take a picture of it, and oh, that is gonna be fantastic. I'm so excited for you. So I don't know if you can see this, but I just checked out a new book from the library, and it's called Laziness Does Not Exist by Devin Price, PhD. I haven't listened to it yet because it's the audiobook version. It was on hold for me. It's been on hold forever because I've been wanting to read it / listen to it. And actually, now that it's in, I have some other things that I need to read just for work that... Anyway, I'll squeeze this in somewhere. But Drayton, I wonder if we're not lazy so much as just needing to like take a break and breathe every once in a while. Yes, Midori Ears. Hello, Pinball Princess. I'm so glad you're here. Midori is, the windows are open, and so Midori has been very active today. So I don't know how active she's going to be during tonight's stream, if she tired herself out earlier jumping around, or if she will come and annoy us all. But, oh yeah, no, she's back. Hi. Here. Look up this way. Can you say hi to everyone? There you go. Can you say hi? Scratch your head. Little Midori cam here. Oh, are we purring? Good. Takara says yes, it's the printed copy. Good. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, I hope that you do something fun with it. Like, do you have like a place where you're going to put it, or are you going to read it or give it to somebody, or, yeah. She's very, very affectionate today. Oh, I'm stepping on my mouse. That's fine. That's fine. So yeah, it sounds like it's been a week for everyone. What is everybody working on? Wow. That, you just saw the dead air between one thought and the next. Hey, Stuffers is here. Hey. Oh, I think I'm a little burned out. I had my, I have my Friday afternoon writers group, and I had to like duck out a little bit early today because I just got kind of overwhelmed, and like seeing my face on Zoom for over an hour just like was bothering me. And so now I'm like, here it is again. Anyway. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes. Tim and I had a friend come over and just completely decimate our hair, and it was glorious. So I hated having all of that shaggy stuff. I know that whatever, it's just whatever, you're supposed to grow out your hair, whatever. I don't care. I shaved one side and the other side. Well, actually it's shaved under here too, so I can like flip it like a little mohawk. So if I want it all swept to like this side, I can do that. But then if I want to sweep it all to this side, then like, oh, this side's shaved underneath. So it's kind of fun. So thank you for that. Anne's got the AC on. Oh, good. Anne says, I'm using my Braille display to type, and I forget the Braille contractions are used for the letters I use. Totally. Oh my gosh. Anne, I actually don't even really know how you do that. So I am very impressed. Pinball Princess says, I'm either writing or reading tonight. I have the new Pokemon Snap, but I don't know if I want to crack into that right away. That could be fun. Sarah, are you okay? Sarah says, I cried most of the week, but the weekend is coming. Time to work on the work in progress. I hope you're okay. I was not a good Discord citizen this week. So if there has been things going on, I need to catch up in Discord. Steffer says, I'm not writing tonight, taking a break as I pack for my drive to Savannah, Georgia tomorrow. Excellent. Excellent. Evan says, I'm writing the 5th scene in Covenant, 5 of 6 scenes. That's the, okay, am I going to say Patrocles or Patrocles? I don't know what's correct. That you're writing with David Hanna, and it's your turn. Beautiful. Drayden says, there's also a nagging voice in my head that tells me if you don't finish it, they can't reject it. Oh my gosh, yes. If I never finish my work in progress, nobody can tell me it's bad. Oh, hi. If I never finish this poem, nobody reads it, nobody can criticize it, right? Like that's where our train of thought goes sometimes. So, oh, Drayton, I feel that so much. I don't know how helpful this is. I love Seth Godin. He's one of my favorite creators who spends a lot of time talking about creating. And I have no idea if this came from like one of his books or a blog post, but it's always stuck with me. He has this, this sort of system where he talks about, he says, finish it, ship it, move on to the next thing. Finish it, ship it, move on to the next thing. And by ship it, he's using sort of like, what's the language that I want to use here? Like product, like entrepreneurial product speak. So like make the minimum viable product, ship it, move on to the next thing. I don't know. And I've heard from Neil Gaiman to David Duchemin to Seth Godin, a lot of them are proponents of the finish stuff, ship it, move on to the next thing. They're more focused, I think, on the writing journey for the writer than they are on the journey for each piece of work. And I think that the thought is there that if you build yourself into the system of like finish it, ship it, move on to the next thing, you're continually improving yourself and you're sort of producing tons of content, so that if one thing gets a bad review, you have tons of other stuff out there. I don't know if that's helpful or not, but that's where my mind went. So that's what I shared. Tim says, I think tonight is the night I take a crack at sound designing the supernatural sub-oceanic jungle for Omen. I just like the thought of a sub-oceanic jungle, and I have no idea how you're going to sound design that. So good luck, Tim. Oh, Jay Michaela says, I'm point of view swapping my wife-shaped person's adventure romance. That's a lot of, are you drinking my tea? You can't have that. Cats can't have tea. What was that? She's never, Midori is 19 years old, and I've had her for 15 of those years. She has never been interested in my tea before. I have a mug of tea right here. It's herbal tea, so there's no caffeine in it, but that was weird. Okay, anyway. Okay, wife-shaped person's adventure romance. That is going to be really fun, and I hope it goes amazingly. Alex says, I think I'm going to be doing some fiction journaling for a little, keeping it easy, and then hoping to start the next episode of Ostium tonight. Good, Alex. I love that. I would also love to hear more about fiction journaling. So do you do that from your own point of view? Do you do that from a character's point of view? What is your objective when you're doing fiction journaling? I want to hear all about it. She's trying to impress us, and now she's a tea fan. You know what? You're probably not wrong. Oh, yeah. All right, scrolling back up here because I like to make sure that I hit everything. Cassandra says, I'm tired since I actually went into the office today. Oh, that sucks. But I started working on Jimmy's posted prompt during lunchtime, but then it grew from the 250 word limit and is now at 700, and I think I'm going to develop more tonight. Good. Cassandra, do it. Do it, do it, do it. Do it. Skid says, I've gotten somewhat bored and burned out with my podcast, so I'm actually slowly working on plotting a novel. That is exciting, and I am very excited for you. Fantastic. Takara says, with the new book, no, it's all mine. It's my new baby. I love it. Good. Oh, cool. Hey, Jeremy. Jeremy says, I love your podcast and Facebook Lives. Our professors at Southern New Hampshire University have us listen and learn from you. That's awesome. Really? That's crazy. Thank you, Jeremy. Wow. That's awesome. Let's see. Oh, that's kind of insulting. Okay, Sarah says, a friend shared a YouTube video about writing and said, if you ever want to get started, this might be a place to start. You're already started. You're already started. I don't even know how to begin to unpack all of that, but I think I would feel like mildly insulted if someone sent that to me. But yeah. Thanks, Midori. Ooh. Gay sweetness, it's a romance. So we're what you would expect in the 5th scene of 6, and I'm excited to write some awkward tension and misunderstandings. Ooh, I love it. Charlie is tired. Charlie says very tired. Charlie, I am right there with you. It's been a tired week. Trace says, I'm still working on episode 6 of The Last Echoes. It's coming in small slices, which I'm working on being okay with. I do a lot of that, working on being okay with my progress. I definitely feel that. Annette, good. Annette says, I reached my nano goal yesterday. Woo! So I'm celebrating by writing a Readsy prompt tonight. Perfect. Annette, I love to hear it. Congrats. Oh, that's really cool. Frontier Enforcer says, I'm going to continue the challenge I started on Wednesday. Not sure where it's going, but I look forward to finding out. That is a great attitude. Fantastic. Oh, it was just you being tired and things not going well at work. But I'm fine. Sarah says, I always jump back. Good. Oh my gosh, I have cat hair. Those of you who have attended the stream before know that I am the paradoxical person who has a cat and is also extremely allergic to cats. So like when she brushed me with her tail, I'm going to wash my hands and face in just a little bit here. Ooh, salmon, chocolate, roasted potatoes, sriracha. What? That sounds incredible. I got takeout. And actually it came really late. And so like, I was like trying to eat really quickly and I was like, oh, my stream's going to start. It was so good though. It was so good. Popsicles, the great Greek hero. That's good. That's good. Falling Hoshi, hey, welcome. Says, crochet night tonight. I could finish this project over the weekend, but I want to get it done tonight. Yes, good. Do it. Do it. Kara is writing part 21 in the final chapter of your superhero story. You are just on fire. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. Annie, hi. We're back on Facebook, which is good. Annie says, hi all. Choice of stories tonight is between brainstorming a ghost story or drafting the virtual poison frog story, which I feel like calling the snail's pace story for how the drafting is going. Oh. What do you feel like you have better energy for, drafting or brainstorming? I think they're different enough where even just like choosing the activity might be important. Ooh, Gemma says, I sent out my work in progress to a paid developmental editor today. Congrats. So happy to have that off my plate, at least for a little bit. No more editing tonight. I get to write. Yes, you do. Oh, I love it. I love it. Good. Jimmy says, I wrote and posted my prompted story. Okay, I need to start that over. Jimmy, I shouldn't do these live streams in the evening when I'm just like, when my brain is beginning its daily meltdown. I promise I'm literate. Okay, Jimmy says, I wrote and posted my prompted story. I think it's pretty good, but it looks like this one will be one of the stories I love, but that only gets 5 readers and almost no reaction at all. Mm-hmm. Jimmy, I have the same thing, and it's like a running joke in our house. Like whenever I tell Tim, like, hey, I just recorded a new Right Now episode, and it's like really good. And then I release it and like nobody responds or says anything. And then like, it's like the night before an episode is supposed to come out and I'll be like in here, just record. I gotta record something, and I'll record something and release it. And then all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, this is the best episode ever. And it's like, no, that's not supposed to be the good one. You're supposed to like this other one. Anyway, we can only create. We cannot control how people receive our work. If they receive our work, how they receive it. So I just please know that I think a lot of us are there with you. Evan says, writing scripts for production really kind of helps with that whole not wanting to finish because I have people waiting, and whether or not it's perfect, it's going to be out in the world. Yes, it's scary, but good for me. Yes. Yes. Finish it, ship it, move on to the next project. And I'm saying that for my benefit just as much as yours. Tim's going to add a crap weasel into the magical jungle. I mean, appropriate. Hey, Jason's here. Hey, Jason. Oh, let's see. Where did I leave off? Ooh. Okay. Oh, good. Naked Acres is having new published book Hangover Euphoria. Use an entire roll of packing tape for shipping out copies. Yes. Sent one to my all-time favorite author, Michael Perry, like a fan geek. Heck yes. It's your book. You get to ship it. That's so exciting. That's so exciting. I'm so glad. Okay, Alex says, okay, fiction journaling. This is what I was curious about. Whenever I feel like writing, sometimes with a prompt for my kid, oh, it's whatever you feel like writing, sometimes with a prompt from your kid, and whatever comes into my head with no restrictions or limitations. Oh, okay. So it's just like free, like fictional free writing kind of. Oh, I like that. Laura says, I might take something on Udemy. I buy courses cheap when they're on sale, and I always have a backlog. Same. I buy a lot of courses too. I definitely, well, and I thought, I was like, oh, I can use the pandemic and take all my courses, and that just didn't happen. So Allie says, tonight I'm organizing human error production. Excellent. Writing emails, fixing script details, getting the audio editors set up before our meeting on Sunday. Excellent. If I finish all that, I'll go through some more auditions. Good. Allie, it sounds like your work is absolutely cut out for you. And I hope that there is some joy and some rest in that as well. Jay says, why did I stop mid-scene? Pinball Princess says, I just slid out my box O notebooks. Creative shenanigans may be afoot. Yes. Yes. I love it. Welcome back, Mike. Laura says, I did not reach my nano goal, but I'm happy with what I did. Good. Good, 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 good. I love it. Mike says, I'm taking a break from hunting and packing my found anthology story and going back to producing a season 3 trailer. I like having I like having 2 projects to go back and forth between. So I'm totally there with you. When I need a break from one project, it's like, okay, I'm just gonna go work on this. I'm gonna go like write a newsletter real quick, and then when I come back, maybe my brain will have solved this issue. Yes. Oh, some of you have gotten your second vaccines. It sounds like your first or second vaccines. Jason is recovering. Good. Finally out of the throes of the Moderna 2-shot blues. Good. I hope it was kind to you, and I hope that you're feeling better. Good. Yes, put it in the Discord. Yes, 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 yes. Share your stuff with us. Anne says, I think my brain is going through the daily meltdown too. It's just a thing. It's just like, whatever, like 7 p.m. hits and my brain's like, time to go. And I'm like, no, I still need you. I've got stuff to do. The brain's like, no, bye. And I'm like, no, come back. So like, that's the process that's starting now. Mike says, I have Monday off this weekend, so I'm going to take advantage of the extra time. Yes. Oh, days off. I love it. Yeah. So back to talking about like audience reception and the stuff that you create and release. Jimmy says, I simply do not understand that. It frustrates me and makes me angry at myself and my apparent inability to get better at writing stories people can love. Jimmy, that is not the issue. It is probably nothing, and all writers deal with it and whatnot, but still it sticks in my craw. Jimmy, this is huge. So I'm going to tell you a very, very brief story. So my partner, Tim, and I, we met in college and we were in a band together. And we had all original music. Like it was really good. It was a ska band, if you remember ska music. It's essentially like, it's like punk with horns, like trumpets and saxophones and stuff. So anyway, so we had a ska band and we had all this really fantastically arranged and beautifully written original music. And there was one song that we played as a joke. and it was terrible, and it was like an in-joke, and we would play it sometimes. Haha, what a funny, silly, terrible song. Do you know what our #1 most requested song was? Was it one of the beautiful songs that Tim and Chad and the others worked so hard to arrange? No, it was the joke song. The joke song is called Jones Soda. And it's a song about soda. And it has screaming in it. And that's what people want to hear. That's what gets requested. And it's so depressing. So Tim just reminded me of this story in a chat. And so we called it the Jones Soda phenomenon, because it was just like, it was like frustrating. And I know it's slightly different than what you're talking about here, but Jimmy, it's not an inability to get better at writing stories people can love. It's because there's two entities present when a story is read, right? There's you as the author who's written the story, and then there's your audience. And you wrote the story in one place and you love the story. Your audience is over here and they're bringing their own experience to your story. And so that creates like a very unique alchemy. And you can put all the love into care and the care into your half of this equation, but you can't control this other half of the equation, the reader experience. Someone could read your story after a bad breakup and hate your story, but it's not because your story's not well written. It's because they're going through a breakup and they hate the world. Someone could read something terrible that you wrote or listen to a terrible song called Jones Soda, and they could be with their friends and dancing in a crowd and very drunk and very happy. And of course, they're going to love Jones Soda, even though it's a terrible song, because they brought their own experience to it. So I don't want you to fixate on saying that you have an inability to get better at writing stories people can love. It's not about that. You're writing your stories. You're doing your half. And you can't control what people bring to your work. I tell that to people who get 1-star reviews, as well. Like they have a good show, but somebody, brings their own baggage to your show and says, I don't like this because I don't like the way this character is treated. And they leave you a 1-star review for this show that you've worked really hard to create. Like they brought their own experience and you can't control that. Sorry, I don't mean to like go on a lecture here, but I also don't want you to say that you need to get better at writing stories when that's not necessarily the issue. Okay. I'm done preaching on that. Sorry. Oh no. People are asking me for a copy of the Jones Soda song. No, you can't have it. Yes, Charlie knows the song. Oh, Falling Hoshi says, I want to submit something for the first time and I feel like a broken record being scared to ask somebody to read it before I submit. No. You're not a broken record. No, if you need somebody like from this group to read, please go ahead and ask. You want to hear a broken record? Listen to one of my rants. Okay, also I sloshed some tea, so I need a paper towel. Okay. Because I don't want Midori to get into this tea, which I now know that she might, which is troubling. Good. Ooh, Mike says, I'm also curating a sci-fi horror novel idea. Do it. I saw a tweet the other day. Yes, I saw that tweet too, and it made me angry too. Good. Write that novel. It's beautiful. Cassandra's brain is already melted. I like it. I know. Oh my gosh, your sister is dating the founder of Jones Soda. I still don't know if I can send it to you. Yeah. Jimmy says it's so random, like sticking my head up a hole and not knowing whether I'm going to get a cookie or a mallet to the noggin. Yeah. And I have no idea if I will ever build a sustainable audience because it's so random. Right. And a lot of it's out of your control. And that sucks. And is frustrating. Right. Exactly. Once you write the story, Anne says you can't control how it's received. Yeah. Exactly. And like what you create is not for everyone. And just because somebody doesn't like your show doesn't mean it's an objectively bad show. It just means that your show isn't for them. Exactly. Alex says it's why I never say I don't like certain shows because I know it's not for me and others will love it. I do the same thing, Alex. Like, oh yeah, this show, it's well recorded. It's not really for me, but you might really enjoy it. Yes. Yeah, Gemma says, I have trouble even getting my family interested in the stuff that I've written. I know Tim has this problem too. Sometimes I feel like because it's me writing it, they think there's no way it could be good. Oh my gosh, that's so hurtful. Like, oh, that's Jessica. She's a loan processor, not a writer. Anyway, I feel you, Jimmy. Gemma, Jessica, you absolutely are a writer. And family comes to our work, if they come to our work at all, family comes to our work with a whole weird set of biases and baggage. I honestly prefer, this is a whole, we're not going to rant about this, but like, you know, my parents like don't read my work and they don't listen to my shows, and I'm kind of okay with that. I've made my peace with it. And I know that because, you know, you feel like someone should have your back. Someone should be rooting for you, and that someone's not always going to be your family. And that's really, really crappy. But it also means that you can form relationships with people who will care about your work. In groups like this one, in writing groups and podcasting groups, on the internet, in person. So I hope you do end up finding your tribe of people who your work resonates with and who your work is for. Annette, I appreciate this too. Annette says, when I first tried to watch The Magicians, I hated it. I watched it a few years later and absolutely loved it. The show didn't change. I did. Yeah, it was like the first, second, and third time that I read Catcher in the Rye. I was in very different places each time I read the book. I read it in high school and I hated it. I read it in college and I fell in love with it. And then I read it again as like a postgraduate adult and I thought it was overrated. And I bet if I read it again, I would feel differently because I keep changing and you keep changing and your audience keeps changing. So the tweet was, horror cannot be set in space. That's all I have to say about that. This person is just wrong and obviously does not read horror or sci-fi or play Dead Space or horror cannot be set in space. I'm sorry. Nope. Trace says up with ranting. You know what? Tim says that tweet reads like a troll. It does sound like somebody's trolling. Yeah, Cassandra says it's important to find a good writing family. I'm lucky that real family is supportive, but it's different. You all are my awesome writing family. Thank you, Cassandra. I like that. Yes. Yeah. Oh, and I like this. Jason says, regarding like who would dig your stuff. So even if you think only 0.01% of the world is into your stuff, that's still almost 1 million people. And that comforts me, at least. That's still a huge audience. Yeah, Sarah says, my characters love my writing. Yes, they do. Yeah. Evan says, my family of origin isn't at all interested. And I mean, that's a bit rough. Yeah. I put a lot of myself into my creative life, but the family I chose is amazing. I am such a huge proponent of found family. I'm a huge proponent of communities like this one, other writing groups, other creative groups, where you can find your people and you can find the love and support and encouragement that you need to create. Yeah, Anne says, I can't get my daughter to listen to my podcast, much less read my work. Yeah. 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 And Jay says, I feel you, Gemma. My family never paid either of my novels any mind. Yeah. But I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Queer anything just isn't them. Yeah. Like your work. And this is so hard because part of why it's so hard is, you know, we can acknowledge that what we create is not for everyone. But when we put like Evan was saying, when we put so much of ourselves into our work, how can we not be for those people? Like, if our family loves us and this project is an extension of us, why are they not interested in this project? Why are they not interested in this thing I've created? And it's baffling. And I don't have an answer for you other than sometimes family kind of sucks. Alex says he's ready for some writing. Should we do some writing, my wonderful, wonderful friends? What, Drayton? Drayton says, my dad gave my first novel 3 stars on Amazon. At least he read it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yep. That's family, isn't it? Good grief. Well, hey, friends, let's do some creating. One thing I like to say is that if you are not in a good place tonight, if you are not in a place where working on something, where creating something is a good idea for you, then I want you to take tonight off. And you can hang out here with us if you want. You can go do your own thing. But I only want you to really push yourself if that's something that's healthy for you. Okay? I want to say that, and I take it very seriously. Whether or not you are working on something, you are always welcome in this group. So if your novel's on hold, if your podcast is on hold, if you want to play Stardew Valley, if you want to stare at a wall, do some doodling, whatever you need to do tonight, you are welcome here. You can come and go as you need to. Again, this is also very informal. So if you need to like ditch and like go get dinner, if you need to go to work, if you need whatever, like you can come and go as you need to. There's kind of like no rules here other than just like be nice to people. Just don't be a jerk, right? That's what we're about. Don't be a jerk. Oh, and hydrate. Oh, look, I need to refill my water soon. So the way that this works, if you haven't been here before, if this is your first time, hi, welcome. If you're on Twitch and you haven't been able to comment, I apologize. You can only start commenting after you've been following me on Twitch for an hour. So hopefully in like 20 minutes or so, you'll be able to comment and you can say hi and tell us what you're working on. Otherwise, we're going to create together for about the next, 50 minutes because we always go over with the chatting, which is fine. So for the next 50 minutes, we're going to either create or write or podcast or stare at the wall or play video games or take a nap. Basically, do whatever you need to do for your creative spirit. That can be production, that can be resting, that can be brainstorming. Annie, whatever you decided on, if that is drafting, brainstorming, whatever it is you need. We'll come back together at 8:30 p.m. at the Gentle Yeeting of the Alpenhorn, which, if you've never heard it before, provokes strong reactions in people. We'll just say that. People either love or hate the Alpenhorn. Oh, and Trace is going to be here the whole time. I love that. Sorry, I made the mistake of like going. I could read comments forever. Okay, but we're gonna create / nurture our creative spirits together. I'm gonna mute myself. If you want, you can play music, you can play whale sounds, whatever it is you need. to create a productive / nurturing creative environment for yourself, I encourage you to do that. I'll be here. I'm actually going to be working on Girl in Space tonight. So yeah, so I will not be in the comments. However, we have several lovely moderators who are in here moderating the comments. So let them know if you need anything. And let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to mute myself and let's go. Welcome back, creators. Let the Alpenhorn sing you back to a place of online community, which is where we are right now. How was that? How was this time of creation slash creative refreshment slash video gaming slash whatever it is you worked on or did or enjoyed? How are you? I actually made some good progress. I'm like, Noza says my internet must be bad tonight. The stream keeps freezing. Yeah, it might be on my end. I don't know if my internet is just, yeah, mine is having some struggles over here. So Skid says, I just got done with work. LOL, so no creativity done yet. That is totally okay. I'm going to get rid of our banner here. Mike says, I finished and posted the first draft of the teaser in the Show Your Work channel over on Discord. Excellent. If you're here and you are not a member of our Discord, just let someone know. One of the mods will hook you up and get you in there. It's just a really nice place to be. Oh, good. Jason says, my brain is still foggy today and I just got a new laptop, so I spent my creative time installing stuff. Hey, that works. Annette says, I wrote 1,200 words of a heart-wrenching story. Oh, not quite sure how to finish it. Oh, man. Heart-wrenching story. I don't do well with sad stories. So I don't really have any advice there, but I love that you worked on that. Pinball Princess says, I contemplated a notebook, got stuck in the paralysis of, I can't find the one singular pen I have decided is the only one I can use, and ended up calling my grandmother instead. Well, I hope that your grandmother was really happy to hear from you. I hope that you just made her entire day and that she helped make yours. Also, yes, I have to buy these pens like in bulk. Like I have a whole cabinet. This little cabinet has my writing supplies in it. And I have a bunch of these in there because these get, I lose pens all the time. But if I don't have, it's such a good way for us to sabotage ourselves, isn't it? To like demand that we have something in order to be able to be creative. Like, oh, I can't work on this until I have this. I think a lot of us set rules and boundaries for ourselves that end up on the self-sabotagey side of things. But I'm glad that you called your grandmother. I think that's really sweet and really good. So Allie says, I finished my list of things. Yay! I still have a few things to do before my meeting on Sunday, but I can easily do that later. Good, good, good. Downtime is good. Wow, Noza had a lot going on. So applied for a retail job, wrote a few hundred words. Housemate just reminded you have to vote today. Good, all of that. Yes. Jay says, I have made words. Fewer than expected, but I'm marginally illiterate right now. So for real, so win. Hey, apparently I am too. I can't read. So good. Fewer than expected. It's okay. Where do those expectations come anyway? Are they realistic? Are they aspirational? I have no idea. Cassandra says, I didn't get a lot done because I'm tired. Yes, but I got some work done on some backstory for my characters in my short story. I also spent way too much time researching Icelandic female names. That's awesome. And I can also go down the rabbit hole of name researching. I'm like, oh, their name has to be not only beautiful and fitting, but it also has to mean something, whatever, for the story. BB Hermit says, a great start brainstorming for the 31-day try something new challenge that you're starting tomorrow. Oh, that sounds awesome. What are the first few things that you're going to try that are new? Yeah, I understand this. Frontier Enforcer, I think we talked about this a little bit on Wednesday about negative word count days or sessions, but Frontier Enforcer says, not so good this time, 100 words of write and delete. That's how it goes sometimes. And actually, My newsletter that's coming out on Monday talks a little bit about this, about the write and delete and the back and forth and the iterative nature of creating and how that can be frustrating and scary. So yes. Evan always just has so many words. I love this. Evan says 1,500 words, which is maybe half the scene. It feels rough and awkward, but the characters are both feeling awkward. So it's hard to tell from the inside if I'm writing badly or if I'm writing awkward dialogue well. Both? No, you don't write badly. You're writing awkward dialogue really well, and it's perfect. I love it. Thank you for sharing that. Pinball Princess says, I have 5 different types of pens. I need to choose one and buy a dozen. Otherwise, I get like this. I understand. Oh, I understand. I understand. Wisty says, I wasn't feeling up to writing, but once I started, I found a flow. Good. My story is finally coming to an end. I hope that's in a good way. I understand that. Once you start, if you can just start, if you can get past those the first 10 minutes I'm working on something are usually pretty rough. Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh my. I hope I didn't just make you yawn as well. The first 10 minutes that I'm working on something are usually pretty tough. Like I'm in resistance, like, I could be doing anything else. I want to check social media. I want immediate gratification. I want a hit of dopamine and all of the whatever recognition and validation that you get from social media. And writing and creating a long project are the opposite of immediate gratification. It's very much deferred gratification. But once you start, once you get past those, for me, it's the first 10 minutes. Once I get past those first 10 minutes, then I can usually find that flow. So I definitely appreciate that. Good. Trace says, I finished the first draft of 6. Yay. Put lots of slices together. The situation is pretty close to a hard part of my world right now. So decided to get through it and put it away until I'm ready to look at it with perspective. Yeah, when what we're creating is a little close to home. Good. Trace, it sounds like you dealt with that pretty well. So good. Yeah. Yeah, Evan says good decision. Yeah, I'm going to agree with that. Anne did some reading. I love it. Annie got about 130 new words. Oh, besides the stray shark. There was, if you missed the comment earlier, I don't think I can find it. But Annie talked about accidentally having a typo for shard being like crystal shard was crystal shark. So, but Annie, I feel like even if it's a crystal shark, like that's still really in line with what you tend to write. So like, I don't know, go with it. Annie continues, plus I'm talking to myself on paper to figure things out. This scene needed to be dream logic and shivery and a sliver of plot, so lots to figure. I even like the way you describe your writing. Like, that's fantastic. Oh, speaking of fantastic, Takara got almost 2 pages done. Yes, good. You guys are on a roll. You're just amazing. Tim says, got some cave ambience down and mixed walking on gravel track to fade in and out. Good. Started searching for jumble ambience tracks. I said jumble. And then I tried to stifle a yawn. I'm not bored, I promise. These comments are not boring. They're beautiful and I love them. I am just going to crashy crash town. Let's redo this. Tim says, got some cave ambience down and a mixed walking on gravel track. There we go, to fade in and out. Started searching for jungle ambience tracks, and I think I found some juicy layers to play with tomorrow. Good, Tim, I love it. Good, 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 good. Oh, this show is fantastic. Yes. Mike says, Pinball Princess, I'm right there with you. I got a whole box of my preferred pen and have several on hand at any given moment. I have to. I don't want to, but I have to. Yes. Jimmy says y'all did some amazing stuff. How about you, Jimmy? Naked Acres got distracted by haikus. Again, tomorrow's another day. Yeah, there's always tomorrow. Not that I'm suggesting you like put anything off, but just be reassured that you can also work on this tomorrow. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Takara, and you finished the outline for your next projects. Congrats. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, if it's not good, that's what editing is for. Exactly, Evan. Exactly. That's what editing is for. Oh, I know. The temptation to be on Twitter and Discord instead of writing is strong. I know. I have to fight it. I actually have a program installed on my laptop. It's called freedom.to, and it costs me money, and I pay the money for it so that what it does is it blocks all social media sites and any other sites that I say are like not to be accessed while I'm working. It's sad, isn't it? Good. Tim says, I will be able to play video games in earnest tonight as I feel I've done I almost said responsible, reasonable amount of work today. Good, Tim, you've earned it. You get to go play Skyrim until your heart falls out. Whatever I just said, hopefully that made sense to somebody. Yes, good writer self-care. Yes, says Naked Acres for Trace. Yes, good for you. Ooh, Gemma says, Jimmy's Stone Chalet stumped me. Ooh, I don't know how many of you got a chance to work on the prompt, but it is over in Discord and out on our Facebook group. If you want to check that out. Oh, Noza, I'm sorry about the internet. Go change the political landscape. Yes, go vote. I love it. Pinball Princess, I feel like this is like the epitome of everything. Pinball Princess says, I finally chose a pen and it's not writing. Of course it's not. Choose a pencil. Ooh, Factorio, factory building on an alien world. Okay, Drayton, that sounds really cool. I hope that it was fun and good. Jimmy says I did not do some amazing stuff. That's okay. How about just existing and breathing is amazing? I know. Naked Acre says Takara is a machine, an inspiration machine. I know. Takara. Every time we have, if you're new and if you don't know our community super well yet, Takara is like my writing hero. Like Takara is just every time, just no matter what, no excuses, just writes. And that's really, really inspiring. And there's been sometimes Takara has not written and has said, I'm not writing today because I need the self-care. And that is just also equally admirable. So Takara, keep doing what you're doing. Yes, Anne says I'm ready to fall down. Anne, I am too. Anne. I am feeling that. Yes, and Takara says, tomorrow I am not doing anything but relaxing. You've got that work-life balance figured out. I love it. I love it. Ooh. Drayton says the Stone Chalet was tempting, not as a prompt, but to move there. Okay, yes. Oh my gosh. Now I want to go on like a writing retreat or hermitage in like some little faraway cabin. Doesn't that sound nice? Yeah, and Cassandra says, it's interesting how some prompts don't trigger anything and then others are just an explosion in the brain. Again, it's kind of like what I was talking about earlier with like the person providing the prompt brings something and then you as the potential reader/writer brings something to it and either there's like a great alchemical reaction or there's not. And that's just... that is interesting. It is interesting. There's just a chemical reaction between those two, what you bring and what the other person brings. Sometimes there's no reaction. Sometimes it's explosive. But yeah, I appreciate all of you. I'm starting to lose it. So I think I'm going to close up Writing Shop just for the evening. And just say thank you for being here. Thank you for spending your Friday night in this community with a bunch of creatives. This is a great place to be. I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad that you've made this place your own, and I hope you continue to do so. We do these create-alongs every Wednesday and Friday evening at 7 p.m. Central. So we start at 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, and we usually go about 2 hours. The first 30 minutes is chatting, and then we create together for an hour, and then we just do a little bit of a wrap-up chat. Oh, good. Yes, Mike says this was awesome and all of you are awesome. Yes, yes, beautiful, yes. Yes, Wisty says thank you. Have a lovely night and a wonderful weekend. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for being you. Each one of you brings something unique and special to this community, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I am so grateful that you are here, that you decided to be here tonight, so thank you for coming. This is, yeah. Oh, Trace says, thank you all for the inspiration and excellent company. Cassandra says, you're all fantastic. I hope you all have a great weekend. Yeah, if you're able to write this weekend, if you're able to create this weekend, I wish you all the best in doing that. If you're not, or if you have to work, or if you have other stuff, so like I've got a bunch of plans and obligations. I wish you luck getting through that, and I wish you perseverance and resilience. If you want to hop over to our Facebook group or to our Discord, there's usually other writers hanging out there, other podcasters, creators, painters, musicians, all sorts of amazing folks over on our Discord. There's usually some friendly chit chat and some good artistic company there. Oh, hi. Midori has come to join us for the last moments of the stream. But yeah. You want to meow? She's not going to. She very rarely does anything that I want her to do. She's just very much her own unique self, just like all of you. All right, friends. All right, I will see you on Wednesday or hanging around on the Discord. Until then, take good care of yourselves. Remember that you are good and worthy and beautiful, amazing people. And I will see you soon. Bye for now.